Alright guys, we're taxiing here at Boston. We've got a 747 here today that we're going to try to fly. I have had to disable the weather here, unfortunately, because of the issue I'm having. If you've watched any of my streams lately, you've seen it with the X-plane ground effects. The ground physics for X-plane just aren't that great. So there's an issue. It's a known issue where your airplane just, if there's any snow or ice on the ground at all, if there's any snow, the airplane just slides across the ground. So I had to disable the weather because it was literally impossible to taxi. So my plan is once I get lined up on the runway, I'm going to turn the weather back on, and I will disable the yaw axis on my joystick, and then we'll set toga and we'll take off.
JetBlue 390 clearance available by 380 copy.
Chris, I had to disconnect for a second because my airplane was just sliding across the ice, and I was about to go onto the runway.
Delta 38-3, reduced to final cruise speed. Reduce the speed, Delta 38.
Mine wasn't that. My issue was the X-plane issue where if there's snow in the METAR, the braking action automatically becomes null. It's not like that's not like a known, that's not like an actual thing, like it doesn't make the braking action null, but it just becomes so impossible to taxi. I'm going 6 knots and couldn't turn in either direction with the weather. A 7-4.
390 cleared the Baltimore Washington International Airport via the Pathfinder.
It's the Sparky 7-4. It's a modified version of the default.
Departure frequency, this frequency.
Alright, I can turn these. I'll leave these on.
3402.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is, but it, like, here, let me send you a link to a video and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
On final or approved, your 5 miles of trail has been clear. 25 on final, he's grounded 130. You can slow the final first speed, otherwise might need to bring it back around.
Roger, I'm trying to get it down right now.
Roger. Air 1 Golf Tango, maintain 170 knots, slow advise.
170, 1 Golf Tango.
And Lufthansa 423 heavy, clear across the 4 left approach here.
Affirm.
Thanks. Watch that video, go to about 4 hours and I think it's 4 hours 51 minutes in, and watch what happens when I try to turn off the runway. I don't know how to do that, but that video, I had it set to that time, so if you click on it, it should be the right time.
There 1 Golf Tango, resume normal speed.
How do I embed the time?
Normal speed, 1 Golf Tango.
4:51, yeah.
1 Golf Tango up, you can plan no delay on the runway.
No delay, 1 Golf Tango.
Thanks, sir. Delta 3083, 3 miles and trail of a Lear, wind 08030, gust 35, runway 48, clear to land.
There you go.
Clear to land, Delta 3083.
So we're going to hold short of 4 right here.
At 1178, welcome to Boston, left on Yankee.
Left on Yankee, now 1178.
We'll get all of our lights on. It's a 16,000 foot runway though, and I ran off the end.
Okay, 1178, join runway 33
No,
right.
that's one. That's 35 left at Denver.
Join 33 right, cross for left, left.
It's a 16,000 foot runway. All right, so we're gonna get out of here in just a moment. Got someone coming in on final. Doesn't look like there's anybody behind them. So as soon as they come in, we will get out. But and then you can skip ahead to the part where I try to pull into the gate, and the airplane like is just blowing across the taxiway. And the wind is only like 8 knots, and the plane will just like slide across the taxiway when I'm not moving.
Hi, crossing 4 left of Foxtrot, hold short of Bravo. One thing.
Okay, 1178 on November, cross runway 15 right, November Alpha to your gate, have a good day.
Cross 15 right, November Alpha to the gate, 1178.
And there's so it's like a known issue, and there's a Lua plug-in for it, and I have the Lua, and it didn't fix it, I guess.
Clear one Golf Tango, signature via Foxtrot Bravo.
There's a 7-3 coming in to land.
Foxtrot Bravo to signature, one Golf Tango.
Lufthansa 423 Heavy, runway 4 right, line up away.
Line up away 4 right, Lufthansa 423 Heavy. Yeah, and it was not snowing that hard either. It's an everything thing in X-Plane. I had it in the 319 earlier when I was coming into Boston. And I'm having it now in a 7.4.
Lufthansa 423 Heavy, winds area 030, gust 35, runway 4 right, clear
Yes.
for takeoff.
4 right, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 423 Heavy. Could be, yeah.
Approaching 1178 Pyro.
Okay, 1178, go sir.
So the runway at 280 MSL.
That's how you know that they overran it into the harbor.
And I wasn't able to get the outside air temperature up on.
That sounds sporty. Thanks for the parallel pass line to the next arrival.
Alright, so let's go here. So we'll disable the yaw. And now we'll go flight configuration, weather, match real world conditions, apply changes, and plugins, NOAA weather, enable, save, icing, imagine that. Now takeoff thrust. And there we go, we're veering off to the right already. Try to keep it on the runway
Coming
here.
390 push and start on to Alpha, it's approved.
Rotate, we'll pull up here. Got a nasty crosswind. Positive rate, gear up. Get the wipers off here before they fly off the plane. This is interesting. Can't say I've seen that before. It's just everywhere. See ya.
Lufthansa 423 Heavy radar contact for altitude.
Lufthansa 423 Heavy is through 2,200 for 5,000.
Lufthansa 423 Heavy, climbing time 14,000.
14,000 Lufthansa 423 Heavy. Uh-oh, why is the plane descending?
Sink rate. 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 Up. Sink rate. Hold. Sink rate. Sink rate. Up. Sink rate. Hold. Up. Sink rate.
Lufthansa 423 Heavy has crashed.
Hold. Up. 130. Hold. Up. Hold. Up. 30. 110. Hold. Up.
All right, that was fun.